It's been an especially challenging year for many of us, and the same can be said for the Salvation Army. As we round out 2020 and prepare for the year ahead, the Salvation Army is preparing for the holiday season and also their next year ahead. As always, their goal is to help as many people as possible, but they need your help to make it all possible. Joining us now over Zoom is Major Jason Koenig from the Salvation Army. Thanks for being with us today, Major.
No, thanks for having me with you here today.
Absolutely. So I know that recently some of our discussions were, of course, not having enough donations, not having enough volunteers. And then recently you saw a gold coin being donated, which was very cool, but then also a $20,000 donation. Still, with all of this, how much of a need are you guys still seeing?
The need is still great. We're very thankful for all those blessings that have come about, from that gold coin to the $20,000 from the Arthur R. Dubs Foundation. But we still, need about another $20,000 to buy some more toys. We also are in need of about $35,000 more just to be able to purchase the food gift.
So with that money that you guys still need to raise, what is the deadline for that? Obviously a good chunk of change that still needs to be raised. And what is the time frame looking like for those donations?
Well, this Friday, the 18th, is when we start doing our distribution. So we'll start providing the toys to the families that are pre-registered. We start giving out the food gift cards. We're in kind of that final crunch right now. And so it is, a dire need for those donations to come in. So if anyone else is coming in with toys or financial donations to help with this, we definitely need them as soon as possible so we can be ready for Friday.
And obviously everyone's situation is a little bit different right now. Some people can donate money, some people can't, some people may not want to go out to the store and buy a toy. So if you could just think of the top 3 things that people can do right now to help, that way we can kind of cover all of our bases and kind of reach out to everyone, what would those 3 things be?
Well, you look at number 1 is just being able to donate financially, whether that be in a kettle, send a check to us. The other thing is also to be able to help volunteer, helping us raise those funds at the kettles. And number 3 is really, if they're able to bring in any kind of toys or gifts, that would definitely be very helpful. But there's lots of different ways just to be able to still help in this crunch time. So volunteer, donate financially, or bring in an in-kind donation.
And I think one of the things we've been hitting pretty hard is the amount of toys and the amount of families and people that you guys want to help this year. But I think now that we're in crunch time, it's more important to focus on the people who won't be helped if you guys don't meet your goals. So what is that number looking like? How many kids won't receive toys? How many families won't have that holiday meal if you guys don't get what you need by this Friday?
Well, you look at, we're assisting along with partnering together with Toys for Tots. We're assisting 3 times the amount of families that we would do in the past. So if we're not able to provide for all those food gift cards, for example, that's at least, about 500 to 600 families that we wouldn't be able to provide for. Now, but understand with Salvation Army, we've made this commitment and we're going to make certain to provide for them. What the impact will have for us is what we're able to do the rest of the year. We've made this commitment for Christmas. We will make certain to fulfill it. But if we can't meet these goals and we have to take funds that we would normally have for the rest of the year, that will impact those families we can help year round. And that's going to be pretty tragic for us if we have to make those kind of decreases.
And obviously hoping that our next year is better, but one of the things that you said to me a while back that really stood out was somebody who said, I donate now because I don't know if I will need you guys tomorrow. And I think that mindset is more prevalent than ever. Just because people don't need assistance right now doesn't mean that they won't next year. And if people don't help right now, then that same assistance and that same help from you guys may not be the same next year.
Exactly. I mean, it's really, we're investing into our future. So when someone donates to us, they're not just donating for today, they're donating, for what we are able to do tomorrow and the next day after that. And so it's keeping that in mind that if we can receive new donations, these areas that we are lacking right now, it will allow us to continue to provide the services we need to year round and not have to make any reductions.
Well, I know some people have stepped up in a major way, and hopefully you guys see that over the next few days as well. And maybe that's the conversation that we'll have on Friday. But thank you for joining us today, Major, and thank you for just keeping this open line of communication and keeping us updated along this journey this holiday season.
Well, and thank you, and we thank the entire community who has continued to support us time after time. And we know through the community's help, we are going to be able to meet the needs that continue to increase.
Absolutely. Thanks for being with us today.